Josh Sakura here. Welcome to the Josh Sakura Show. Today is Monday, April the 5th, 2021. Yes, yes, we are. I'm here to talk about DMX, the rapper, the hip hop artist and the rapper who almost died and who had a heart attack. That was on Friday or even Saturday. And we're talking about Joseph Voting and the MLB baseball All-Star game having moved from Atlanta just days after the voting. But here's what went down here, folks. I mean, now I'm here to talk about not looking good. That was a couple of days ago. Not looking good, and it seems like DMX has been taking life support. Now, bad news for the war of rap that DMX, who has suffered a heart attack, might be brain dead or something. He was taken to the hospital that was on late Friday night, early Saturday morning, and they said the DMX was suffering a heart attack and a cardiac arrest overdose, something like that. And for sure, he has been taking. I mean, he has been taking life support, whatever. He's at home now, but he was breathing his own. But here's what went down a couple of days ago that you might remember. Okay, we want to go down. We're going to take a look what has happened here. Here we go to this and that. Now, let's see what happens. Now, last day, DMX on life support in vulnerable state, as manager says. And now let's take a look. Now, the story of 2 days ago that you might want to know, that you just know 2 days ago, and it says this. Now, 7 p.m., 7:25 p.m. on Saturday, we just got an official statement from DMX rap last night. All DMX Simmons was rushed to the hospital after collapsing at home. At this time, he remains in ICU in critical condition or has been a warrior his entire life. This situation represents yet another world he must conquer. The rock goes on. The Simmons family appreciates the overwhelming outpouring of heartfelt love, encouragement, support, and prayers for all. Or is someone whose life and music have been a source of inspiration and strength to so many people around the world. It is resolutely to see his fans return that same passion and energy to him during his time of need. 5:40 p.m. A family member tells TMZ his children are flying to see him. 5:20 p.m. A family member tells TMZ Panama is trying regulation him for 3 minutes, and during that time he was defaulting on oxygen. Doctors told the family the lack of oxygen severely impacting X's brain. One family sources said it's not looking good. Now, I know the news. It shocks a lot of people for real. It really shocks a lot of people, and we just don't know why. We just didn't know why what had happened. That was on Friday. That was on Friday, and yes, it is. It is what it is. Now, well, now that Rapper, he was on the coma, DMX was on the coma. It's what it is, and something about his heart failure, and things not looking good for her for sure. And here's the report. Now, let's take a look what happened. Now, White Plains, New York, a prayer version will be held for rapper DMX tonight outside White Plains Hospital. The 50-year-old was rushed to the hospital Friday night after suffering a heart attack. His longtime attorney says he's on life support. New York City public schools doing away with 2 case rules for coronavirus-related courses. Now, TMZ reports that heart attack was caused by the drug overdose. DMX, whose real name is Old Simmons, grew up in Locust. His family says the version is plenty for 5 p.m. On Friday night, April 2nd, 2021, our brother, son, father, and college student DMX, both named Old Simmons, was admitted to White Plains, New York Hospital, facing serious health issues. The family said through a publicist, "We ask that you please keep all DMX and us in your thoughts, wishes, and prayers, as well as respect our privacy as we face these challenges." Now, another statement released Sunday afternoon said the rapper remained in coma. It was on a video. Simmons' longtime lawyer, Roy Richmond, says he could not confirm reports that DMX was overdosed on drugs, and he was not sure what causes the heart attack. Now, DMX made a smash in rap music in 1998 with his first studio album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, which debuted number 1 on the Billboard 200 charts. The multi-platinum selling album was accorded by several hits, including Rough Riders Into, Get At Me Dog, and Stop Being Greedy. Now, the rapper had 4 other chart toppings albums included, and then there was X, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, The Great Dispersion, and Grand Champ, who has released 7 albums and earned 3 Grammy nominations. Along with his music career, DMX prepared his way as an actor. He starred in the 1998 film Belly, and appeared in Woman Must Die. A couple of years later with Jet Li and the late singer Alita. DMX and Alita teamed up for the film's soundtrack song "Come Back in One Piece." The rapper also starred in Exit Wounds with Steven Seagal and Cradle to the Grave with Leo. Over the years, DMX has battled with substance abuse. The rapper canceled a series of shows to check himself into the rehabilitation factory in 2019. In an Instagram post, his team said he apologized for the canceled shows and thanked his fans for the continued support. Last year, DMX faced off against Snoop Dogg in a violent battle, which drew more than 500,000 views. So 3 days ago was shocking, very shocking. 3 days ago was shocking. It was a shocking moment. We didn't know what's happening, but I do learn on Friday that DMX had suffered a heart attack, and he was rushed to the hospital, and he had a bad health issues. That's scary, and it's true. And our thoughts and prayers go out to DMX family. Prayers of weak DMX, old Simmons. You just never know how that may feel for anyway. The things happen when you release drugs and you do some stupid stuff as that. The drugs may kill you, man. The drugs may kill you no matter what. You just don't want to go on like this for real. You start on tour and then you cancel the tour. It's just not even. It's just not even make no kind of sense. I remember when Easy died. Easy died of AIDS. That was 1995. And now here we are here in this sad moment. You know, if if you pass away, but you in a coma, well, you in a coma, and your family's gonna pray real hard, very hard. I hope you feel along. That day he was breathing his own after that's happened. After that happened, no things don't ever gonna be the same again with DNX. What happens if he dies? What happens if he dies and then his family is so heartbroken? You should never know it. You should never know what's happening here in this entire life. So our thoughts and prayers are with DNX and his family. And we're gonna stick ahead and be right back. Welcome back. Joseph Curry here. We welcome back and we're still talking about DMX who suffered a heart attack and was on life support. His family, he was breathing his own and his family's on life support and it wasn't good at all. Now, Sad and Baby is feeling the heartfelt, the heat. Now, here's today. Now, Sad and Baby face backlash for wasting depth on Lil Nas over DMX. Now, Sad Baby is feeling the heat after he tweeted and deleted a cover was and post resting depth on opening gay rapper Lil Nas X. The Grammy Award winning rappers motel called me by your name. Video Richardson speaking outrage over the things and has been a heavy topic of conversation over the past week. Says tweet arrived not long after the hip hop crime community find out DMX had been hospitalized in a voluntary state following a report drug overdose. It's a suspicious now heart attack. Lord, we said Nas X, not DMX, he wrote. Unspoiled, the comment speaking some strong reactions with being accused of saying baby or being alcoholic. Sad and Baby has faced smaller accusations in the past. Last October, the whole large shopless rapper was criticized for the homosexual comment on Instagram after a fan demanding promotions for his Nick Mazaj assisted. Whole large shopless remix to which he responded. But suck my you know what. Now it's the slow Prince Twitter users to dig through his old tweets and expose multiple expressions of the questionable remarks, including threats and more impronunciations. That's disgusting. So that's just what people don't have to say now. But suddenly seems to atone for his sins for 3 days later. taking on a domestic different tone. A couple of the tweets, old tweets, and stuff came out from 2021, 2011, when when a man was like 17, 18, he said, a false narrative response to the tweets of my story may give people the idea that I don't sympathize with females that being, you know what, but it doesn't matter. He shouldn't know better than that. Now, this thing with white continue to seem fun. Now, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on now. We're talking about Georgia. Georgia. Yes. This is this is what has happened, and now it is what it is now. Now, what we've been told in Georgia about the vote, about the voting that we have talked about. Now, here's what they said about this right now, okay? Here's what it says about it right now, and people are not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie for this, folks. But here's what they said about Georgia voting. Okay, now, here goes what has happened. Now, former President Barack Obama and Donald Trump have weighed in on Major League Baseball's decision to move its All-Star game out of Atlanta in response to Georgia's new sweeping election law that imposing 75 new assessors to voting. Obama on Saturday congratulated the league for taking a stand on behalf of voting rights for all citizens. Following MLB's Friday announcement, the Democrat Twitter support of stuck and stalking different tone from his Republican saturation statement late Friday that called for a boycott of baseball and all the world companies that are interfering with free and fair elections. Opponents of the new election law say the legislation and similar measures being considered in other states amount to vote suppression efforts that will reduce major mail voting. Republicans cast the measure doubling the election integrity at 2021 as necessary to boost confidence in elections after the 2020 election saw Trump make repeated unstabilization claims of fraud. Now, the legislation signed into law last month by Georgia GOP Governor Brian Kemp imposing on voting indications requirements for accepting ballots, allows state officials to take over local elections boards, limits the use of ballot drop boxes, and make it a crime to give or offering voters for others food and drink as they want in line to vote. Georgia was key to President Joe Biden's victory over Trump in November, and Biden has called the bill Jim Crow in the 21st century and other shit on Wednesday. He told ESPN before the MLB made its decision that he will strongly support moving the game out of Atlanta. With its Friday announcement, MLB said it still plans to honor baseball legend and Hall of Famer Hank Aaron, who played for the Atlanta Braves baseball at the All-Star game. In his Saturday tweet praising the league's move, Obama added that there is no better way for Americans pastime to honor the great Hank Aaron, who always lead by example. Major League Baseball's decision to move the game comes as the tournament, additionally one of the hardest hit during the COVID-19 pandemic, is still struggling to rebound. A call constant chancellor official statement that the lost economy impact on the state from the MLB relocated its All-Star game will be more than $100 million. Kemp blasting the MLB's decision during a Saturday news conference as caving to fear and lies from liberty activists and putting the risks of Biden and Stacey Abrams, a Georgia Democrat and voter rights eradicate ahead of the economy, well-being, hard-working Georgians who will counting on the All-Star game for a paycheck. Atlanta's Democrat Mello Casey Lance Biden told CNN's Fred Whitfield on Saturday that the MLB's decision will likely be the first of many boycotts of the state to come in all the Republican state lawmakers who passed the measure to repeal it or make changes. Biden told CNN that while she doesn't like MLB's decision to pull the game from her city, and certainly understand it, adding that it is hurting our economy, and it's my hope that family leaders across the state will listen. Just as the legislations and the government made the decision to go forward with this bill, people are making decisions not to come to our state, and it's going to impact millions of Georgians in parliaments, small businesses, our corporations, and it's very unfortunate, she said. The new host city for the July 13th game has yet to be announced according to the league. The Major League All-Star game will move to Texas, from Atlanta to Texas. That's where it's going to happen. That will be on July the 13th. It will happen. It will happen, no doubt. It will happen. Now the final game of the national championship, it will be Baylor versus Gonzaga for the national championship of men's basketball. That starts tonight at 9 o'clock on CBS. Yes, Gonzaga and Baylor, two of the best teams ever, 1 and 2, going at it for the NCAA National Championship. That starts tonight. Now Gonzaga tried to win their first national championship. They never won. They never won in 2017, but they got beat by North Carolina. And they're going to face Baylor. But Baylor, on the other hand, is a smart-looking team. I love Baylor. Now, Snuggs, that last shot, UCLA went to tie the game. It was 90-90, and then Snuggs went out for the final shot, final seconds of this game, pulled it off, and it was absolutely a bomber. Now Snuggs and the Gonzaga, who won the game 93-90, and that final shot turned into one of the most greatest games ever. Turns epic. Very epic. And the wild game that comes up for it, it's absolutely unbelievable. That's Snuggs who had the shot, and he's going to help Gonzaga win their first national championship. We'll find out. Now, time will tell. We'll find out. We'll find out tonight on CBS. And look, for all the people to know that this is how it can turn out, now we got this update for sure. Got this update for now. And I've never ever seen this whole stuff before in my life. Never seen this whole stuff going on before in my life. And that's sure is. It sure is a good day. But I never ever know what it's all about. What this whole stuff's going to be all about. We'll find out for sure. Everything can happen. Everything can happen for sure. Now, let's go to this coronavirus and this stuff. And now, let's go to this coronavirus update. And one does. And it said like this. But now, look at this now. We got 1,908,800 3,286 have been fully vaccinated. 3,000, at least one dose. 3,262,431 have been vaccinated. Now it's up to 31.1%. And it's fully vaccinated 18.2%. And it's here in North Carolina. So as I just said, right here and now, boy, gotta keep a close eye on this for sure. And how long it will last for sure. Now we'll go to Dr. Fauci. The guy that always do everything they can. It says like this. Law. Here's a look. It goes to something like this. Okay. Let's see. I always have to know that we do know is this, and I mean it's not moving. But here's a look on the update. This COVID-19. There's cases are going up for sure, and you know it's yesterday was Easter. It was spring break. You had Easter. You had spring break. But here's a look. Here's a look for us. This all this coronavirus knows. Pretty sure this it's not looking good. No, this whole stuff's going on. The whole thing's going on. It's not looking. Still. I don't know what's going on with this, but here's a look for us now. Now those tours in North Carolina, we got total cases 928,000. Now we have the deaths touring in North Carolina 12,195. And total cases in Granville County 5,608 and 79 deaths in Granville County. That's huge. But anyway, please everybody please wear the mask, follow social distancing, and wash your hands is the best way. And get vaccinated when it comes. That's all I have to say. Just a quick here. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, take care of yourself, everybody. Stay safe.